Hey guys, I'm doing another video update for NateBear's Profit Surge Trader. Very quick overview as usual, just for people that have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, there's a really low-cost service which NateBear runs. NateBear turned $37,000 into $2.7 million over 4 years, which is absolutely amazing. And he's now teaching people this strategy and helping people with alerts and doing live streams every Monday at noon, which is really cool. Takes about half an hour to an hour usually. But he's also sending out the alerts as he does them to email as well, so it's really cool. So they're usually not a rush to get into. Usually you can wait a day and get cheaper price, which is really cool because it's unusual for a service like this. So it's usually a single ticker every month. Like this month it was PLTR. That's like the main core of the service. There'll be one big earnings winner that has a profit surge coming after the earnings. And so we never play through earnings, it's always after earnings, or sometimes before, but selling, make sure you don't hold through earnings because that's often idiotic. And so you can follow along with him every Monday throughout the month as he breaks new play on that ticker. So the Profit Surge Trader is a way to cut out all the noise and just do some of the winning plays that Nate does. And you're basically looking over his shoulder as he live streams, which is really cool. So you get that live stream benefit, which is at this price point is amazing. And he does everything from the analysis of his strategy, includes position size, exit, stop loss, everything in his live stream chat room, writes it all up and then puts it into the dashboard and also keeps the recording in the dashboard for people as well. And I'll show you some of that as we go along. And so if you've been following the channel, you'll know that I talk about Nate all the time because it's my absolute #1 buy option side service at the moment. And yesterday I did a video about his main PLTR March pick, which did really well. I made 100% on that, which was really fantastic. So I went through the charts. This is one of the charts you'll write up and then put in the notes for people. So you see him doing it live, but then it's also in the notes, which is really cool. So, just briefly overview again, this was what I did with PLTR. Other people played it slightly differently. It kept going up quite a bit actually, so it was really cool. But what I wanted to talk about today is the extra trades that he does. So he does 1 to 2 bonus trades every week as well. So you're not just getting 1 trade a week, which for the price would still be an absolute bargain. But you're actually getting 3 sometimes. So you get the main core earnings winning trade every single week. So this month in March, there'll be a PLTR trade every single Monday at noon, roughly, just after noon usually. However, the things that I forget to mention a lot of the time, and other people play them and make money with them, which is really cool, is he gives bonus trades. So they're not PLTR trades. They're bonus trades for other things that have earnings and that he's looking at. So maybe they're not quite as likely to work, or maybe they are, it's hard to tell. But he gives them as bonus trades. So really, when it says 1 trade a week, it's actually more like 3, which is really cool for the price. So I'm excited. So I thought I'd go through like 1 today, just really quickly. Zoom in here. This last Monday was, one of the bonus trades was OKTA. So bonus trade Octacalls. Buy to open is BTO. This is the ticker. This is the number of contracts he took. 315 is the expiration date. The strike price is 110, and he bought them at 263. And during the live stream, he talks about why a lot more. Does this chart and everything, and then he basically says it's setting up for a continuation next week using the idea of the post for the earnings. So this chart right here is over on the right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see it's got like this pattern where it's consolidating, could bounce around this wedge and hopefully break out to the upside. It's kind of his thought. This was the earnings point, so this is another big profit earnings surge, which is this main plays. So it has to have this big profit surge, well not profit surge, big gap up after an earnings surprise. And then the idea that this thing should slowly grind up, and it's been proven over and over again to be a real strategy. And when you combine Nate's fantastic technical analysis to get entries and exits into this, you can really play this for weeks at a time, but going in and out with bigger positions, which means you make a lot more money than just buying and holding. So that's what's really cool about this. I don't know if you guys can read this fully. I'll move over a little bit. See if you can get over here. So here's his brief notes, and he writes all this up in live time. It's really cool how he does it. You can somehow trade, talk, and mark up the chart, and send out the alert all at the same time. So he says Okta is a recent earnings winner, which is setting up for move higher post earnings. Here's the plan. Initial entry near 107, stop under 103. This is obviously the underlying stock price. Target is new highs, which is 114.5, and then above that 117. And so that was kind of his plan. everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? So basically, on March 1st, that was when this came out, same day as the PLTR trades. 3 days later, this jumped up 25%, and he took a quick win on that. But he was looking to reload on it, so this is where his experience comes in, like getting it up and then getting the profits, waiting for a pullback, reloading, and that's what he actually did. So it was really cool. So this is an example of a bonus trade, so quite similar to the main trade, but it won't be played every single week. It'll just be played that one time that week. In this case, this one was actually played twice. So let's go over to his actual dashboard. This is where he appears live. But the cool thing is, you can look at all his trades. They're all timestamped and everything, so you can see all this. I just showed you the PLTR stuff a bit, and this was what I just showed you. So if you look at this chart, this is what I just pulled up on my PowerPoint, so you can see it right here. And you get the dates and the times and everything for that, which is really cool. So if we go down here, he also did Uber calls as well, so we can have a look at those. But yeah, so that's kind of what he does. The bonus trades are usually from the SAM, so you see how it says this word SAM. That's actually an AI screener scanner that he has. There's a really cool event coming up which is going to be live, so it allows people to chat about it a little bit. I'll show you right here. It's called Next Gen AI Trading Summit. So this is going to be really good. It's going to be Nate and Ryan Fitzwater, who's the publisher for Nate Bear's newsletters and systems. It's next week, March 14th. You can read all about it. I'll leave a link in the description below. You just sign up and check it out. I think it'll be really interesting. I think they'll be taking questions, so I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about this, so definitely worth checking it out. So make sure you check the description below to get in on this before next Thursday. So yeah. So first thing is this. So Allo's poll services, and this is one of the top polling services I've ever seen. This 2% is actually just a bug. It was by a guy who thought he had to click on something so he could see the poll, because everybody, all 38 votes that you can see right here, 38, all said that they've made money and found that they've really liked, the service. So it's basically 100% success rate. Obviously, there'll be some people out there that maybe lost, that haven't, voted or whatever, but there's also a bunch of comments, 50 comments now, so you can see how popular this is. And I can see why. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can come and join my How to Make Money from Stock Alerts Facebook group. I think you'll really enjoy that if you are new to trading, which I know a lot of people that are taking Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader service are actually really new to trading, is what I'm finding. So definitely come and check that out as well. So that's what I wanted to cover. Covered the Facebook poll, covered this one. Let's just close these down. I have a full review that I try and keep a track record and everything. I did an interview with Nate, basically down here somewhere, that you might want to check out. Right here. One of the things that I do like is an NVDA example right here, is you could have held after earnings and you would have made significant money. But the fact that you can scale in and out with options as this thing goes up over the course of the whole of March, in this example, means that you actually make a lot more money. So technically it's one ticker, one trade every week, but you have these bonus trades that I've just started to talk about. And so going to the chart for Okta, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is a 1 hour chart. You can see the earnings was here. We had this typical spike up after earnings, big surprise earnings, not sure, doesn't really matter what caused it, to be honest, I don't think. And then you can start to see this slow but steady grind up. That's on the 1 hour chart. If we look on the daily chart, you can see it a little bit more clearly, right? Like, see, you get in here after the earnings, you're already up with options already up here somewhere. So that's really cool. So I love that. I love Okta, worked out really well for people. If we zoom in here, you can kind of see what Nate did with his options. Let's go back to his first attempt with the Okta trade. I'm not going to go through Uber that much just because it's just too much. Don't like making these really long videos. So I'm just trying to find the PLTR, Okta. And I'm probably not even going to go through his second scalp of Okta either. I'll briefly show you guys what he did. So yeah, so let me see. So here he got in at 11:07 on the first. Let's see, that's actually 12:07 because I'm Central Time. So if we go here, this is the first. This is back here. Oh yeah, it was on a Friday because he was away on the Monday. And then so on the 4th, just this little gap up. Boom, there you go. 25% on your options. He got back in and did another trade up to here, which is also documented in the dashboard, I think further down, so we'll just have a quick look at that. So he closed Okta here, you see, on the 4th, March 4th, at 3.3 for 25%. And then re-entered, did he re-enter on the 4th? Yeah. So again, he was like, this thing's still going up, I'm going to re-enter. So he re-entered on the 4th, about here. And then, let's see what he did. Taking profits in PLTR. And then he got 50%, like I said, that's a bigger move, so that was March 7th. So he caught that much bigger move, which you saw on the chart. Like, so he got like this little move, and then he re-entered again, and then caught the move all the way up to here. So he sort of like did this kind of thing. So yeah, so pretty interesting. Uber was similar. Not going to go into that. I just wanted to give you guys an example of a bonus trade, that what to expect if you're doing the other trades, because a lot of people want more than one trade. I think this is a great balance. I think having one core trade that you trade every single Monday because of a surprise earnings gap up like this that it tends to grind up is really a really strong core strategy. People like one ticker, one trade once a week. You know what you're looking for, you know what time it's coming out, you've got a live stream, you've got all this stuff. All the recordings are put into the dashboard, by the way. A lot of people don't realize this, but you get all the alerts and everything in here and to your email. But if you go to, and I don't do this very often, so I'll need to try and figure it out. I think it's just headquarters. Yeah, so you can go to the headquarters and you can do the recordings. So you can check out all his previous recordings when you purchase this. So this was this one, this was this one, going back. So pretty cool. And so you can go back at the same night, like, and just if you're not available, you can re-listen to them, and that's totally invaluable because basically you don't need to jump in these. You can nearly always get a better price the next day, and it's better that you understand the trade and why he's taking it before just like blindly jumping in. So I really encourage you, if you want to sign up for this service, you get a couple of things that I'd like to quickly discuss before I wind up this video. Let me see where we're at. So, if you go to my review here, which will be the first link in the description below, and you come down and you just look right here, this link right here, any of the links will take you to either a video, which is an interview with a journalist with Nate, and you can watch that video, and then there'll be an offer at the end for the cheapest possible price. But often I just like to put the order form, because I think with what my narrative and me showing you all this stuff, I don't think you need a full VSL, like video sales letter, to get this service, because it's only $179. So you can go here, click on this, and get it for $179. Now that's a very limited time deal. They lose money on this front end. They actually just lowered it recently, so definitely go and check it out before they change it, because they're probably going to put it back up, I would imagine. And so go and click on one of my links. It is a referral link, but I'm happy to promote anything that will basically make people money, and this thing is making people money hand over fist. So definitely come and read Nate's story as well. His story is really interesting. He was a construction worker, and he's got a large family now, and he wanted to make more money, and wow, it's really impressive. So definitely come and read his story. You can watch the VSL here if you want. That's worth watching, I think. It takes a little bit of time though, so some people can't be bothered with it. My interview with him was actually quite a while ago now, 31st of January, it's already March, so definitely come and watch that with him. I think I asked him some different questions than, maybe the journalist that did it before asked him. And a lot of the strategy is discussed here as well. But I think when you buy this, the thing that you're really paying for is his expertise, his experience, and obviously everything else that comes with that. So that all being said, I hope this has given you an insight into Nate Baer's Profit Surge Trader and the bonus trades that I rarely talk about because I don't take them that often. Usually I take the core monthly/weekly trades that happen every week. So that's just one example. A lot of them work. Occasionally one won't, but a lot of them work. So definitely check it out. And if you purchase it, what you should do is I actually have my own private Discord. It's nothing to do with NateBear, nothing to do with the company that NateBear works with. It's my own private Discord channel that I invite you to. If you email me a copy of your confirmation email or some sort of proof that you're a paid member of Profit Surge Trader, I'll actually invite you to the Discord that's full of people. We have quite a lot of people now that basically trade these trades. They're all members, they're all vetted. I make sure they've all paid, they're all paid up and they take these trades. And it's really helpful because you get so many different points of view. People get worried if things dip, and they're like, no, it's still above support and all this stuff. So if you're a new trader or just even an expert trader, it doesn't really matter. If you send me a copy of some sort of confirmation that you're in the service, I'll leave my email in the description below so you can send me that via email, and then we can invite you into that Discord channel and basically help you out. So hopefully that's useful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.